Yo, you are not gonna believe this. This is the story of how I fell in love at 14 years old, started going to church for this girl, and what she did turned me into an atheist, B. You're gonna have to sit down for this one. This is Sit Down Stand Up with Andrew. So I was 14 years old, right? Annie Sanchez. The most beautiful fucking 14-year-old. Another 14, I don't think she's hot now because she was 14 then, I'm an adult now. That would be weird. That all was weird. I shouldn't say any of those things. Anyway, we talk about everything. I felt like this girl was my soulmate. This was like Disney fairy tale. Boys watch Disney fairy tale stuff too. So one time I was like, oh yeah, man, you know, my mom and my grandma, they're super Catholic, but I never went to church really. I'm not into all that. I didn't even get baptized. And she, peep this, Annie tells me, you know we could never get married someday if you don't like get baptized and do the whole thing. So I started going to these Bible classes. Now, mind you, I'm 14 years old and I'm just learning the basics so I can get baptized. I figured that'd be enough. And so in these baptism classes are 6- and 7-year-old children. They were just like, you're dumb, you're stupid. Why don't you know about the Lord? And I'd be like, I'm just in love. I was dumb. I was real dumb. Mom doesn't dig me, and so whenever I'm with Annie, we gotta hide. We used to hang out across the street at our friend's place and just hide, like make out, neck. You know, necking, just necking. You know about necking? You know about necking, boy. I know about you, man. You just neck all the time. She tells me about this guy, Sam. Sam, for whatever reason, she tells me is like harassing her and like, you know, trying to get with her or whatever. And I'm like, I got you, baby. Don't worry about this. Wait till I catch this dude. A couple months later, I run into this dude in the street, Sam. I run up to him like, yo, Sam, let me talk to you real quick. Let me talk to you. You know how I get desperate. I was ready to knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying? So I run up to him. He runs up at me with the same like vigor, you know? He's ready to fight me. I'm ready to fight him. And I'm like, yo, you better leave Annie alone. I love that girl. That's my girlfriend. Da 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 da. And he's yelling the same thing at me, right? He's like, yo, you better leave my girlfriend alone. And I'm like, you better leave my girlfriend alone. And we stop for a second. We're like, your girlfriend? Well, Annie's my girlfriend. And he's like, no, but Annie's my girlfriend. And we had a moment of like realization, like, wait a minute. Are we both Annie's boyfriend? And which one of us is the side chick? He grabs a payphone. You know, payphones, they were phones that used to be on the street. He calls her up. He's like, yo, Annie, I just ran into this dude named Andrew. He's telling me that he's your boyfriend. What's up with that? And she goes, oh, no, he's crazy. You know, he's a liar. He's not my boyfriend. And so I turn my head in the opposite direction, and I'm like, ah! And she goes, Sam, baby, what was that sound? And he goes, nah, don't worry about it. I'm just in the street. I'm just calling real quick. Some crazy dude out here. Yo, meet me in front of, you know, the corner of this and that. She shows up. I'm hiding behind a car. He's there with open arms. I came out from behind that car, and she, oh man, her jaw just dropped. She was so embarrassed. And he's like, oh, you got caught. How you feel? You stupid. Turns out he's the first boyfriend. I was the side piece. I was someone she picked up after the fact. So I guess he wasn't making her all that happy. Whatever. And so Sam gives her an ultimatum. He's like, you better choose between one of us. I wasn't thinking that way, you know? We should have both just left her, but he made her choose, and she chose him. And that was a little heartbreaking. We went over to a payphone, and she doesn't have a quarter to call her mom to let her know, you know, tell her mom she's okay and everything's fine. Sam pulls out a quarter, and he throws it at her. You know, just bounces off of her and hits the floor, and she bends over to pick it up. And when she gets up, she looks at me in the face, and I give her one of those, you picked him. Anyways, I stopped going to church after that. I'm an atheist now. I'm pretty happy. Fuck all that shit. Have you ever gone above and beyond for love just to find out you're a side piece like me? Leave a comment below and tell us your whole story. Maybe we'll feature it sometime in the future. Holla at your boy. Facebook.